Hi there. Hi there, all. Welcome. It's me again, Stranger Shell. And welcome to the Ocean Hive, the YouTube channel where we can talk about life and everything. So, last time we talked about dealing with crushes, and now we will talk about something that is a very important topic for each and every one of us. And in life is gonna be full of judgment. There's always judgment, there's always criticism, and that will be our topic for this video. Criticism. I mean, everyone is at some point in our life we're going to deal criticism. There are going to be situations and instances that criticism will somehow get to us, and we will feel so down with other people's criticism. Now, you have to understand that when it comes to criticism, there are actually two topics here: the one who gives the criticism, and the other one who receives the criticism. But to specify our topic, we will just focus to the to us, which who receives the criticism at the receiving, who receives the criticism, I mean, and at the receiving end, who actually us that we who accept the criticism. So we have a lot of criticism as we try to venture to our desires, to our goals, and especially in reaching our dreams. And can sometimes it can also be challenging, dealing with this criticism. So there are actually, once again, I'm going to present to you 4 tips that you can actually use, or you can actually reflect upon, to help you deal with criticism, especially if you are feeling down right now because of the criticism that you are actually receiving from your boss, from your teacher, from your friend. So here are some few things that you'll have to reflect and learn from. The first one is, you have to know which one is helpful criticism and which one is hurtful criticism. By all means, we have to avoid all the hurtful criticism, but take note that there are also hurtful criticism that is really worth reflecting on, that we have to reflect also those hurtful criticism, because those hurtful criticism will also open our minds, and somehow, but the idea there is how the person approach you, or express his criticism towards you. Of course, no one deserves to be insulted, no one deserves to be humiliated. So if that criticism is being expressed to you in means of humiliation, by means of embarrassing you, then I think that is not also the right way to express someone's criticism towards you. No one really deserves to be insulted. So of course, you have to identify also some of the criticisms that will be very productive to you at the same time. And you know we have to understand also that not all criticisms are going to be smooth, going to be, sometimes we need to be tough to face this criticism. We need to be firm also. So that's just it, and that is just what you will experience when you process, or when you try to understand the helpful criticism and the hurtful criticism. And the more you master this skill, the more you get to prepare yourself emotionally for this as you go through, the better you can handle it well. The second is, you have to remember that negative feedback and criticism will always hurt you somehow. What you need, so that is why you have to understand that when it comes to negative criticism, it's going to hurt you. So what you need to do is to surround yourself with people. Now, the thing is, I think for most of us, there are plenty of people who appreciates us, who loves us, who loves who we are, rather than rather than the people who hates us. And if the situation is different, there are a lot of people who hate you rather than love you, then I think that is a different story. But I think for most of us, I'm assuming that there are a lot of people who really loves us, who cherish us, our true friends, our family. It's okay to talk with them. It's okay to talk with them with the criticism that you receive from your boss, that you receive from your teacher, from a friend, and talk to them. And you might be surprised, they will give you some very useful advice, very helpful advice. So that's just the most important thing. Surround yourself with people. Try to ask their opinion, try to ask their feedback about the truth behind about a certain criticism, and see if they agree that you deserve to have such criticism. So that is for number 2. Remember that negative feedback and criticism will hurt you. It can be very hurtful, but you have to surround yourself. You have to go out there, ask people's advice and opinion about the certain criticism, and that is, of course, for self-improvement. Now we will go to number 3. And number 3, especially for negative criticism, instead of being down about it, why not divert your emotions and use it as means to improve? Use it as your inspiration, or use it as your drive, instead of use it as a negative source of energy, whatever it is. You can actually use it as your inspiration, as your drive to move forward and improve yourself more. So, if it is a negative criticism, a negative feedback of your project, of your work, so you can actually use it as means to work hard, or to build or to boost your determination to improve your skills further. And then lastly is, of course, don't overthink, don't be affected too much about the criticism, because I have 2 for number 4. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are a beautiful person, and life is not a competition. It's not about perfection. Imperfection in life is always part, and I don't think that without the importance of imperfection in life, try to think of it. The beautiful things in this world are actually not perfect. So life is not a competition. Life is not all about making things perfect. So you have to understand that, a slight of imperfection towards yourself is okay. That is part of development. That is part of our journey as we improve ourselves further. So that's it. For criticism, once again, I'll repeat, no helpful criticism, and try to reject, ignore hurtful criticism. But take note that hurtful criticism also can be very useful. And then negative feedback can really help you. And the best way is to talk to your parents, talk to your friends, and try to confirm the feedback that you receive from your teacher, from your friends, and sometimes from people, from bullies. You have to talk to someone. It's the best way to release the emotion, the negative emotion. And number 3, if you are being challenged, remember, some of the criticism might be in a form of a challenge to you. Maybe your boss or your teacher is challenging you to work hard. So use it as your drive for determination, as your drive to move forward. And lastly, know that you are beautiful and life is never and always will be a competition. Life is not a contest. Of course, there's job. You know, the best, there's job hunting, the best person should be qualified. There's school, you know, there's always a competition in life, but you have to understand that it's okay to lose. It's not all about who is the best. You know, it's not all about, not it's not life is not all about who is the best, but I think for me life is all about who is persistent and who is really has the ability to continue if he or she failed. Because what is the use of the skills of being the best where you cannot handle failure? So that's just it. Criticism, don't let it affect you too much. Thank you so much. This is the Ocean Hive. Please feel free to comment down below if you have some other suggestions how to handle criticism. I would really appreciate, so much appreciate if you could really hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you will be updated every time we make contents, new contents for everything about the Ocean Hive. So that's it. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.